Welcome to another Mad Hatter Reviews. Okay, do you see my Simpson family? Doesn't it make you think of the song da 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 da? All right, I wanted to make this video because I got part of Wave 3, Simpsons Wave 3 by Jakks, is this Marge. It comes with a little baby Maggie, okay? Smarge is a solid Marge, okay? She's got, I think, as much articulation as you can expect from a Marge Simpson, okay? She's got the hips that swivel, and the legs do come apart if you want. There is a thigh cut, so there is, I mean, you can maybe like get that much. It's not going to go crazy, okay? And then you get little Maggie, little Margaret Simpson, who it's really just the elbow, the shoulder ball peg, and there is a ball peg on the neck, and there's actually a ball peg where the waist meets the little legs right there. Okay, so you can have her do a little something something. Of course, they are the ones that complete the family, and that's kind of what I wanted to make a video about, because you have Jakks that started releasing these Simpson figures last year, and Wave 3 comes with it's Marge, Baseball Homer. Wave 1 and 2. Wave 1 had Homer and Bart. Wave 2 had Lisa. And I bring up this to bring up a larger subject that I was there, Gandalf, when Super7 announced the Simpsons line. Now, if you have ever gotten a few of those Super7 Simpsons figures, they're nice. They're really, really nice, okay? I think artistically, they did a great job on those. I even love the scale. I love the accessories. But that line did not get past, I think, Wave 4. Okay, I think Wave 4 was the last wave, which I hear had a lot of QC issues, but it's the one with Dedrick Tatum. I have a few of those figures. The Duff Man is great. The Mo is great. The aliens are awesome. But from the beginning, from the start of that line, were two things that I had flagged that I thought were going to be just kind of like, uh-oh. The first one was the price. Okay, $55 for a Simpsons figure is a lot. Now, they are bigger figures, okay? They do come from a boutique company, all right? Super7 is not, they're not Mattel. They're not Hasbro. They hit a much more narrow base. And as a result, I do understand that their prices have to be higher. Still, I don't think it had to be that high. I think anywhere in the 30 to 40 range felt like it could be the sweet spot for something like that, especially once you see it in hand. But that's a big strike against it. The second strike against it, which to me bothers me the most because I think it was avoidable, okay? And I think had they done this, and I had even addressed this when they first announced Wave 1, is the lineup. Lineups are so important when you're dealing with IP figures, okay? The first wave lineup of The Simpsons did not have any core Simpson characters in their regular form, okay? It had an astronaut Homer. It had, I'm going off memory, Itchy and Scratchy robots, which were awesome. And then it had a few other things. But it did not have a family member. Again, a core family member. I'm not talking about Homer as an astronaut. I'm talking about this kind of Homer, meat and potatoes Homer, okay? Because when you announce an IP, the first thing that people think is, okay, I want the main characters from those from that IP. It's as if you release like a Ninja Turtle line, and Wave 1 had no Ninja Turtle, and maybe if it did have one, it was like a Ninja Turtle, like a rock star Ninja Turtle, okay? We don't want that. We don't want that. We want the regular, you start out with the regular version first, okay? Wave 2 did not have any core characters. It had Bartman. That was the closest you got, okay? And Bartman did not have a regular Bart head. He had a Bartman head, okay? You couldn't release a Bart? No, they did not. They released Duffman. Who else? I forgot who else was in Wave 2. But that was not... There was no core characters. Wave 3 did not have any core characters. Wave 3 had the aliens, which I love. I think the aliens are great. I'll should show them. I don't think I did a review video. I think it was Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns is close to a core character. And then Wave 4, it was like Devil Flanders, Moo Moo Homer, and this, and then the thing went kaput. Okay? Lineup is very important. In my view, I don't know if it was some kind of rights thing. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. But that lineup did not assure me that if I got into the Simpsons wave, into the Super 7 Simpsons wave, I would get the family, which is the biggest thing that I want to complete. Afterwards, we can talk about the Moes and the Lennys. And by the way, Lenny is in that wave. By the way, the other thing, these Jakks figures are selling really well. Sold out on Big Bad Toy Store. Don't see them on EE. They are still on Toy Stalker. He has a few of them up that you can order, and that includes Marge and Lenny. So if you want it, I'll put a link in the description for that. But lineup is so important. And look, at the end of the day, it was justified to not get into the line because the line ended. I mean, I know Brian Flynn said on some interview, he was like, oh, it could continue if we sorted out the rights. It's not going to continue. I think it's over, okay? But the line ended with not one core family character. When you get the core characters in, I think psychologically it emboldens you that this is going someplace and I can get more figures, okay? I feel comfortable. Now, this Jakks line could end in the next wave. We'll see. We'll see how far it goes. I think it's going to go far. It's my prediction. I predicted this before, okay? I could be wrong, but looking at all the whole family right here makes me happy, okay? It makes me assured that I have the integral part of the IP. And now moving forward, I can go, okay, well, I'll pick up any other ancillary characters. But with 3 waves in, you already have the core characters. And I think that that's a very underrated thing. I think that if you are a company and you're dealing with an IP, come out with the core characters. And you can piece them out, but these guys pieced them out. But if you piece them out I think the Super 7 model, I think they thought these are such a slam dunk that we can give you the core characters on wave 20 or wave 10. No. All right. You got to start introducing them right away. And, if you get to wave 3, wave 4, and that's what they did with the Turtles. I think by wave 4, you got all the Turtles and the Super 7 waves. And then it kept on going. And look, obviously you get diminishing returns. That's when you bring in the exclusives. That's when you bring in Space Homer, Moo Moo Homer, all that. You know what I mean? Because you've exhausted the main cast, but you have the main cast, and you feel good about that. And it's almost like it's like a drug. It's like you got to buy these. So now that you got these, then you start going, well, if I got these, I should get that. But if you don't have the main core character first, or the main core characters first, it's a big fucking mistake. You're going to make a He-Man line and not bring out He-Man, until wave what? No. Okay, so that's why I think Jakks is going to succeed where the Super 7 Simpsons line failed. Price, obviously, played a big deal too, but that line had a lot of promise. It is a shame. It was aesthetically pleasing. They did a lot of great stuff, but I think things were mishandled, okay? And that, to me, lineup, again, unless there's some kind of rights thing where they went to them and said, okay, Super 7, you can release a Simpsons wave, but you cannot put core characters in the beginning, which I don't know who would make that kind of decision. Maybe. But, I feel very happy that Jakks has picked up the mantle. Do I think that these are aesthetically pleasing as the Super 7 ones? The Super 7 ones, the sculpt on them, I think they were a little better, okay? Then again, it's Simpsons, and they are very kind of simple kind of sculpt, so it doesn't bother me that much, okay? I would have liked that line to continue, but I'm more than happy to go in on this. So whole family is now out. Hit the link in my description if you want to get Marge and Complete, or if you want to get. I think he has some of the other ones too, like Homer and Bart. Bartman, of course, is a Walmart exclusive, and I will say, I would like for them to release an accessory pack. That would be nice because they are very light on accessories. And the thing with the Simpsons, like a lot of fun inside baseball pulls with their accessories that you can introduce. And that is what I liked about the Super 7 and even the Playmates line. Little references from the show, okay? And just Homer having a donut, it's not going to cut it, okay? We need episode specific accessories. So that is a note, although they are pretty cheap. It's like $15. But anyhow, that is it. IP people, if you are searching out an IP, make it a point to let people know that you understand who the main characters of that series or IP is and treat it as such. That is all. Get them now. Whole family. I just need a couch now. I'm going to go ahead and think about that. Comment, subscribe, drop me a like. See you next time. Bye-bye.